ratchet rap, it's kinda like Justin. Ratchet rap, it's kinda like Justin.
Hey besties, welcome back to Talks with Kia. Today we are getting real and talking about friendships, the good, the bad, and the lessons that I have learned. Grab your coffee, grab your tea, grab your snack, and let's get into it. All right, the first topic that I want to talk about is what makes a good friend. I'm not gonna talk too much about me because I gotta get through the video, and I do have some topics to talk about. But the first couple of things that I wanted to talk about or whatever. Okay, so I have this friend. She stays out of state now and stuff like that, and we always talking about, you know, having friends and stuff like that, having, you know, friends to do stuff with and stuff like that, having like what's a good friendship and what's, you know, true to us and stuff like that. Yes, our friendship is very long distance, but that does not stop me from, you know, being her friend, you know, calling her, texting her and things like that. Most of the time I'm making sure that she is okay. I'm making sure that, because we both want to be content creators and we both work in, you know, we do things and stuff like that. And so, you know, I try to make it my best to, you know, acknowledge her when I can and stuff like that, because I have a child. She doesn't have a child, but she also has another friend that stays out there with her that has a child. So it's just, you know, it kind of varies or whatever. But we have been friends since high school. We're not the same age because I'm older than her, and how we met is like through work and school and stuff like that, because we went to the same school, but we was in different grades. And so we still had that kind of connection, like, yeah, we would do things and stuff like that, but that didn't stop us from actually, you know what I'm saying, getting deeper into our friendship and stuff. And so I try to make it my best to keep in contact with her and stuff like that, you know, talk on a daily basis, FaceTimes and stuff like that. And I realized she's one of the only friends that ever say, like, if we getting off the phone and stuff like that, she's the only person that says I love you and, you know, talk to you later and stuff like that, which that means a lot to me, because previous friendships, it was just all drama and stuff like that. And I won't, you know what I'm saying, knock our friendships down or whatever the case may be. I don't want to speak on, you know, what happened and stuff like that, because every time I get ready to say something, somebody come out the woodworks and they want to tell their little side of the story. But anyways, so a few things that I wanted to pin out, like, or give like tips and stuff like that, is like what makes a good friend is like trust, loyalty, communication, supporting each other's goals, being there through hard times and stuff like that. I know that each and every person, you know, go through things and stuff like that, and they need just somebody to either listen to or somebody to, you know what I'm saying. But what I don't understand is when people start trauma dumping on you, expecting you to be there for them, expecting you to drop everything that you have going on to focus on them. I'm sorry, y'all, if y'all can hear that or whatever. But yeah, like, it just, I don't know, that's a lot to do, that's a lot to handle and stuff like that. And I guess that we are getting older, like, people are more like being selfish with their time. They are finding, like, you know, setting boundaries for the friendship and stuff like that. And so the question that I wanted to ask you guys is, what qualities do you guys look for in a friend? You know, if you have any suggestions, or if you have any like advice and stuff like that, drop it in the comment. I want to get y'all opinion and y'all point of view and stuff like that. Topic number 2, because I don't want to make this video too long. Signs of a toxic friendship. So toxic friendships can be one-sided. They can be jealousy, envy, competition, constant negativity, lack of support, friends who only call you when they need something. That's when I go back to, you know what I'm saying, when when people going through stuff and stuff like that, yeah, they want people to call. Yeah, they want to, you know what I'm saying, have validation and stuff like that, as far as like what they have going on in their situations and stuff like that. I just feel like that's not a good friend if you only calling me to, you know, hit me up about money, or you calling me about the next nigga, or whatever the case may be. Like, I've grown out of the clubs, I've grown out of the toxic, you know, dating people and stuff like that, and it's just like, you know, I don't have time for that, you know. Like, I'm on a whole different wavelength than just, you know what I'm saying, what everybody sees and stuff like that. And so the biggest thing that I wanted to point out was consistent negativity. Like, that is a big one. All that back and forth, all that, you know what I'm saying, fighting and setting people up. Like, I just try to stay out of it because I don't have time. Like, I've had people, you know what I'm saying, wanting to fight me over a dude that they was talking to or whatever the case may be, and I don't have time for that. I really don't. And so I just try to stay out of it, you know. People will say, oh, they want genuine friendships. People will say they want this and that, and they really don't be wanting it. Kaylee. Anyways, so yeah, topic number 3 that I want to talk about is outgrowing friendships. Yes, you can outgrow a friendship. Yes, you can put your foot down and say, hey, I don't like how this is going. I feel like, you know what I'm saying, we're not on the same page. We're not, you know, we're not on the right scale or whatever like that. And sometimes you could just be fed up with people. Just be like, you know what, you know, this is draining me. This is, you know, it's not going nowhere. We're not doing nothing. We're not, you know, leveling up and stuff like that. And it's okay to tell those people that. It's okay to set boundaries and stand firm on what you believe in the situation that you have going on. So yeah, in a few ways, it can be as growing into a different person, different life goals. You know, every friendship is not meant to last. And then that's when a lot of people go and they say, you know, everybody can't go where you go. That's the biggest thing of them all. Hold on, y'all. All right, so boom, where we was. So, and then that's when people be like, you know, everybody can't go with you and stuff like that, which is very true, because what you're focusing on versus what you're going through is two totally different things. So if you feel like, okay, boom, I'm trying to level up, I'm trying to make it, I'm trying to do this and do that, and you got a person over here who's still doing the same thing, who's still smoking, who's still drinking, who's still partying, who's still, you know what I'm saying, doing X, Y, and Z and stuff like that, that will bring you down because you're focused and these people are still doing the same thing. So I want to leave y'all with this quote or whatever, that says, some people are in your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. And have that in mind, because you have a person for a reason. It's a reason why God put y'all together, or it's a reason why y'all came together, whether it's something relatable, whether it's something, you know what I'm saying, like something y'all like to do, whether it's y'all like to eat, you know, hang out and do things, whether it's just to sit in silence, because some people can't really sit in silence, and I don't know, I'm scared of y'all. But anyways, so yeah, the next topic number 4 I have is how to protect your peace. And this is the one that I'm really on the most, because when you have a specific calling over your life, when you have a specific calling over your life, it will cause you to change drastically. It will cause you to do things differently. And so that's why I meant, like earlier on in the video, saying set boundaries. Stop over explaining yourself. Stop choosing quality. Well, choose quality over quantity. Focus on friendships that pour into you. Meaning, like, say for instance, all right, I'm a business owner, right, and you know, my friends say, hey, I want to do this, I want to do that, or whatever like that. I need to, you know, do something to level up and stuff like that, while I have the knowledge and I have the resources and the tools to get her there, then I can pour into her. I can say, hey, you know what I'm saying, hey, I think you should do this, I think you should do that, and that's how it go. And so that's the kind of situation that I was in, because I had friends that didn't necessarily pour into me. Most of them had trauma bond. Most of them, I tried to get them to a level to level up, and it's just like I didn't know what else to do. So there. Topic number 5 is becoming the friend that you want. And this is like, people need to take heed of this, because you can say, oh, I want a friend, but if you're not being that type of friend to a friend, then how can you say you want a friend that's like that? And so that's when it goes to being supportive, celebrating each other's wins, checking in on them, because some of your strong friends need help or whatever the case may be. And just being honest, but be kind. Like, say for instance, how I'm not gonna say how I am, but like how I word things may be different, or how I say things may be different. I can be honest to my friend, but I can, show them respect or show them kindness through that. You know what I'm saying? So say for instance, because a lot of y'all do not know how to tell y'all friends the outfit's not it. Y'all don't know how to tell y'all friends that makeup is not it. Y'all don't know how to tell y'all friends that hairstyle is not it, sis. Like, I don't know what be wrong with y'all. Y'all be letting y'all friends go out all kind of ways. But anyways, I'm gonna give another example of that. This not my friend, but this is something that I picked up in general, or whatever case may be. So it was one day I was in Five and Below. I was shopping or whatever like that, and they had a girl come out. Some of y'all is not girls. I don't know, and I can say I'm not a girl because y'all do too much. Anyways, so she had a red dress on or whatever like that, and she had something on her clothes. And so I didn't tell her when I first seen her, because I didn't want to make it obvious. And so when she came like closer to me, I had like whispered. I was like, hey, I don't know what that is on your clothes, but it's something there, and I just wanted to let you know, and stuff like that. And so she was like, thank you for telling me. Like, y'all not a girl's girl. Y'all don't be telling nobody if they got a booger in their nose, if they lashes missing, if they got something in their teeth. Like, y'all don't even be doing it no more to people or whatever like that. But that's crazy. I digress. But the last thing I wanted to give to y'all, a little piece of information or whatever like that. Friends can teach us some of the biggest life lessons. Remember, you deserve friendships that bring peace, love, and growth into your life. That is the biggest 3 that you can have. And it also starts with yourself too. When you create space for yourself, when you love on yourself, when you pour into yourself and stuff like that, you will get everything that you deserve in that. And so I have 2 questions for you guys. Pepe, don't do that. I'm not laughing. But the 2 questions that I wanted to ask you guys is, have you ever outgrown a friendship, and what is the biggest friendship lesson you've learned? And so write that down in a comment. Shoot me a comment or whatever like that. And thank y'all for tuning in, listening, watching. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know something. Let me know, okay?